Hi, my name is Hunter Kauffman. I'm the Nature and Arts Educator here at the Ned Smith Center. And today we are here on the Lykens Valley Rail Trail, the portion that goes right through Ned Smith lands here. So whether you're a really big runner, a hiker, or even just like a nice place to go take your dog for a walk, odds are you've been on a rail trail before. And although this rail trail has been here for quite some time, it actually has quite a bit of interesting history behind it. And that's what we're here to talk about today on Ned Talks. So here to help us learn a little bit about the history of the Lykens Valley Rail Trail, we have local resident Mitchell Rebuck. Mitchell's from Berrysburg, Pennsylvania, and kind of a local history expert, if you will. So Mitchell, kind of what do you know about the railroad here that once went through the valley?
So the Lykens Valley Railroad first carried anthracite coal in 1834 from the collieries in the Lykens area to the canals in Millersburg, and it was supposedly the fourth railroad in the United States specifically designed to do so. It was reorganized a few times throughout the 19th century. It was called the Summit Branch Railroad. It was leased to the Northern Central Railroad for 999 years, and eventually it became part of the mighty Pennsylvania Railroad as the Lykens Valley Branch. After the Second World War, a lot of the mines in Lykens closed down, and so a lot of the business on the line stopped as well. And the regular coal trains stopped in 1960. Until 1972, the line was used for local deliveries to the Elizabethville and Lykens stations until Hurricane Agnes came through and wiped out several portions of the line. Penn Central decided to abandon it at that time until 1977, when James Lawbach came along. He spotted the rail line, dug it out of the mud using state and federal funding, and he brought the line back into existence to the grain center, which is behind Walmart today. This is the locomotive that he used at first. It was called Jenny, named after his 13-year-old daughter Jennifer, and he managed to use freight shipping from the Lykens Valley Junction in Millersburg to the Elizabethville station for local deliveries and feed and fertilizer to the grain center. Now, Lawbach ran the line until 1979 when he transferred the ownership over to Don Moyer, who ran it with an agreement with Lynn Henninger at the grain center. But when the federal and state funding through PennDOT stopped around 1981, it forced the line into abandonment on March 31st, 1981, and the following summer the line was dismantled.
Did the line dismantlement all kind of happen at the same time? Were some sections, was that one section from Elizabethville to here still open at that point? Did it all kind of close at once?
By the late 70s, the line only went to the grain center behind Walmart. It no longer went to Lykens. At that time, the section was already dismantled, but in this area, it was dismantled sometime after 1981. The very last section of track was actually in Elizabethville at the Callow Hill Street crossing. It was there, and I believe the rails are still there. They were paved over around 2003, 2004, but that was the last section of rail in existence for the Lykens Valley Railroad.
Well, Mitchell, thank you so much for coming here and sharing some of your expertise on the rail trail. It's really good to hear from local experts.
Glad to be here.
So as of about 2019, just last year, the project has unfortunately been abandoned for now though. So hopefully in the future the project will be able to pick up some steam and we'll be able to see the rail trail connected through the whole valley. Right now it's only about a 6-mile section from Lykens to Williamstown, the 2 or 3 mile section that runs through Ned Smith lands here, and then about a half a mile down at the Riverfront Park in Millersburg. But again, hopefully we'll see it all connected at some point in the future. Until that day comes, happy hiking, and we'll see you next time.